Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Reactions Unlimited. Thank you guys for watching us. Today we're gonna react on BTS, of course, your favorite thing. Thank you guys so much for requesting the videos. This one got requested by Joseph, so thank you so much. I'm giving you a shout out. I feel that this video is gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
But before we go to the video, don't forget, guys, to subscribe. We're missing only 5,000 subscribers till
Where are
100,000.
they? I'm trying to look. Where are the 5,000? They're coming soon.
Yeah, well, we need to find it, but as soon as we do that, we're gonna find out whose Angelo's biases are,
They are
and it's
more.
gonna be a giveaway.
They are more than two. So
More than two, it's gonna be giveaway. Stay tuned. Make sure you see the numbers so you can be the one who's gonna answer the questions and probably win something. Don't forget to comment down below, like our videos, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to go on our Patreon account so we can upload videos that are usually blocked by YouTube. So you can go there, watch Run BTS, Bon Voyage, House of Army, their performances, and hurry up because our journey on Patreon is just starting and it's going up, up, and up.
yes, and for those who have joined already, thank you so much. I wanted to shout out to 18 Jam because I saw his message a while ago. He wanted a shout out, so thank you so much for the support.
Thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
we can go straight to the video, man.
Yes, let's do that. Here you go. Burn the stage. Let me fix my camera quickly. Alright, there you go.
Within multiple platforms, their career is brighter than ever, but along came
hold on.
BTS
Okay,
has
there you
amassed worldwide popularity these past recent years. With a loyal fan base, international tours, and large presence within multiple platforms, their career is brighter than ever, but along came with it the dark side of the pop industry. Sasaengs. By definition, Sasaengs are AWOL, tone it down a bit there. You're not wrong, but screw it. In South Korean culture, Sasaengs are over-obsessive fans of Korean idol or idols that have engaged in stalking or other behavior that constitutes an invasion of privacy and or downright harassment. This does not imply that all armies are Sasaengs. Sasaengs are just a really heckin' vocal minority. Today, we'll be diving into Sasaeng harassment cases inflicted upon our Bangtan boys. We'll be analyzing stories and see how far these people are really willing to go. Ladies and gentlemen, cook up your popcorn and get your coziest blankets. Welcome to the BTS Sasaeng Archive, case number 1. Jungkook's restroom incident. During the 2016 Asian Music Awards held in Hong Kong, the unsuspecting Jungkook was washing his hands inside a public restroom when two Sasaeng fanboys entered in as well. One of them took a photo. Despite Jungkook's protests, he even posted it on Snapchat with the caption OMG finally I meet Jungkook, but he's saying no photo lol. All I can really say is that this boy must have flunked English class if he didn't understand what no photo meant, especially when Jungkook explicitly said it in English. Despite it being seemingly harmless, this counts as invasion of privacy. We should just be relieved that they didn't go further than that. Case number 2. The Sweden chase. Around May of 2016, BTS took a break and announced on the V app that they were going on a vacation to Norway and Sweden. But amidst having their peaceful break in Sweden, the boys were chased down by a Sasaeng. Some claim that the boys were actually chasing down a taxi, but personally, I don't think that justifies a fan chasing after them, especially as they were carrying heavy bags and backpacks. Another Sasaeng chased down them and documented it with their phone. There are some suspicions of whether this truly was sugar, but regardless whether this was a joke or not, it wasn't funny. One fan also stalked BTS straight from the airport and followed them intently. There was no aggression, however, and the fan didn't appear to be going too close to them. Whether this was an innocent fan cam or plain stalking depends upon you. Personally speaking, following someone who doesn't want to be followed is stalking. Yes, there was no aggression, but videotaping their actions without consent is an invasion of privacy, considering the fact that they had a camera crew with them. The person filming was better off waiting for a Bangtan bomb than risk invading what should have been their relaxing vacation. On the brighter side of things, the BTS Swedish fan base apologized for these people's actions, albeit this can no longer alleviate the damage the boys went through. It puts the other armies at ease that they feel remorse for the Sasaeng's actions and hopefully would never occur again. Case number 3. V's Kimpo Airport Pursuit. Around halfway through 2017, V was having a fun vacation in Jeju Island with his best friend, Park Bo-gum. Upon returning, he arrived to Seoul's Kimpo International Airport, where the unsuspecting idol was recognized and intensely chased down by Sasaeng fans. What began as a brisk walk began a full-on dash. The calls of the Sasaengs grew more aggressive. Luckily, his manager guided him swiftly to the safety of his car.
Oh my god, that's scary.
I wonder
That's
what are they
that's
shouting?
yeah, but like I feel like in that moment, some fans are literally obsessed and they don't have control. I mean, I understand them. When you see celebrity, you just kind of lose a little bit of control because you want to touch them, you want to take a picture or a video.
Mm-hmm.
But some fans, like throughout the history, we know that some fans are going crazy, and you never know what they're gonna do. Especially they're ruining your privacy, and you can't even walk normal. And who knows? Maybe they're gonna walk on the street, and then you're gonna see 10 girls jumping around them just to touch them, and it's scary. It's not fun at all.
Yeah, they're pretty much at risk every time they go public because
Exactly.
they're very popular. So it's given that a lot of people are gonna really want to see them. But I was just wondering what they are shouting though, because it's very tough. Like the sound is very kind of like tough. It's tough hearing because if you just say "I love you, V," something like that, it feels much calmer to me. But if you're like shouting something really bad, or I'm not sure what they're shouting, but if they're shouting like "come on here," something like that, then that's a foul for me. But if they're just saying "I love you, V,"
Yeah.
yeah,
But if they keep the distance and if they're shouting "I love you, V," "I love you," any member of BTS, that's okay. That's
yeah,
it's
that's
normal.
normal. Yeah,
But screaming to the point of like losing your voice and saying more than "I love you," probably like screaming out of your lungs. It's something that don't get me wrong, but it's not normal. It's not human, and no one would like to be in their shoes in that moment.
yeah. Well, what I notice is that if the artist didn't want to meet, they would go like walk away. So that I would have a realization that they wanted privacy at that time. Because if V stopped and say hi, that means he's okay. He's feeling okay to meet them. But maybe at that point in time, he needs to rush to go somewhere. That's why he didn't stop, right? He didn't say hi or something.
And it's hard. It's hard to stop every time when you're on the street.
Yeah.
It's really hard to stop every time and take photos with fans because eventually that becomes your life, and you just want to walk on the street.
Yeah.
You just want to go from the airport to the car without no one noticing you, just to feel normal.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not, they don't feel good. They're not into taking photos. They're not into taking videos. And
Yeah.
we need to respect that.
Yeah.
We need to definitely respect that.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear you on that one. It definitely, if the artist sometimes people don't realize the artists also have their moments of like not feeling good, right? They're also humans. There are point in time where they really didn't want to meet anyone. They want to rush and go to the other place, but a lot of people didn't understand that. So, but yes, let's do this one. It's pretty scary, and I feel them like literally like they are at risk whenever they go on public.
You see, this is not normal at all.
Big Hit did not give out a statement, but this should be a very important lesson to them on applying more intense security measures. It's a shame that it had to be done thanks to these Sasaengs. Case number 4. J-Hope's sister's friend. Around the early half of 2016, photos from the account user_it circulated around Instagram of selfies with the BTS members. It turned out her name was Lee Yoo-sun, and she was a personal friend of J-Hope's sister. During the whole incident, she was fondly, or not so fondly, known as J-Hope's sister's friend. Many Sasaengs didn't take too fondly of her as she was bombarded by death threats. She was called a slut for her shirt. Delusional Sasaengs said she was filled with plastic surgery and harassed her continuously in the comments and DMs. The toxicity even reached J-Hope's sister, Ju Dawan's account under the name Jiwoo0103. The peak of the verbal abuse was marked when both accounts were set on private. Although BTS was silent during the whole fiasco, many could imagine the disappointment they must have felt on their fan base to attack not just fellow fans, but their own personal family and friends. Since then, many armies have scolded the Sasaengs and discouraged their behavior profusely.
Stop it. Get some help.
Lee Yoo-sun reactivated her old account, but the pictures was already deleted. Ju Da-won renewed her account by the name of Jiwoo103. If there is any takeaway from this whole mess, it's that fans of any celebrity or idol should know that at the end of the day, idols are just humans, and it's human right, like any of us has, to find people to hang out with and have relationships with. Idols aren't property, they're people with futures, dreams, and longings as well, and we shouldn't strip them of that. Case number 5. Manila poster chaos. During the epilogue concert in Manila, chaos broke out as some Sasaeng fans spotted the promotional posters hanging on the upper portion of the walls within the Mall of Asia Arena area. Pictures of these Sasaengs were taken forming a pyramid position to reach the posters. The situation escalated quickly as the crowd grew and became an outright chaos as people held on to their dear life for the posters. The whole scene was dangerous and catastrophic. Hopefully no innocent fan was caught up in the mess and injured. I would assume the Sasaengs wanted the posters as they seemingly appeared as free merchandise, which was insane. You're risking yourself, and this could have been easily remedied by simply buying merchandise from them, thus even supporting BTS. Some would counter that it costs money. Well, no shit, but it's far better than stealing what was promotional property and inciting fear on the Bangtan boys from this fiasco. If you saved up for a ticket and want merchandise, you should save up for that too. Case number 6. Headline: a photo scandal. Thank you to Thejun Moon for the information below. Link to the blog post is in the description. Headliner: a popular Jungkook fan site tweeted this photo on March 10th, 2017. The photo caption is translated as 170309 transit. There is a breeze over here and the weather is almost as nice as Jungkook. It feels like autumn. American transit is seriously the best. The doors opened and outside the airport. Morning, Jungkook came walking. The plane ride was long, but he seems to be in a good mood. What made this photo concerning was that headliner was violating Big Hit's rules. You see, only departure and arrival photos of Bangtan are permitted. Headliner took this photo when BTS made an unexpected stop during their transit from Korea to Santiago. This also meant that headliner had coordinated their individual flight with BTS so that they could have the same flights as them. Even if this truly happened to be a coincidence, they didn't seem to have innocent motives as they followed BTS and took a picture of Jungkook on a stop that wasn't ever disclosed to the public. Albeit this person truly was a Sasaeng or was just a person seeking for profit on their idol fan account. The actions this person displayed is nothing less than an obsessive Sasaengs. As of March 2018, I scoured their Twitter and have not seen a trace of the photo, which I assume is now deleted. Case number 7. Indonesian airport harassment. Around 2015. BTS arrived from the airport to Indonesia. There they were greeted a little bit too enthusiastically by the Sasaeng fans as they persistently grabbed onto them, trying to get their hands all over the boys. The one who took the most harassment was Jungkook. However, as the Sasaeng fans grabbed onto him, Jungkook increased his pace before downright running to catch up with his other members. Many armies scolded the Sasaengs, telling them to don't touch him.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.
Although although Sasaengs are imminent, it's good to see other armies discouraging their behavior and ensuring the boys' safety and privacy. Case number 8, BTS by Mia. A now deleted fan account created by Mio by the name BTS by Mia committed sins akin to headliners. BTS by Mia took pictures of BTS going through security and customs, although the account has long disappeared. Exposure threads from @JungHoseox and @expose_fan sites of the Sasaeng actions are still up. Allow me to read the main points of the posts. Let's start off with photos she takes at the airports. She got really up close and in a personal bubble type of area when it came to BTS. There are several photos floating of her either being beside them or behind them when they are checking in with the staff. She has her hoodie over her head and continuously arguing back and forth with the staff after they kept telling her she needed to stop. There was a group of girls and their mom just staring all shocked when Mia kept yelling at the security that they couldn't tell her not to take photos because they didn't have the authority to do so. She was blatantly yelling at Powerhouse security, "This is America. You can't block me" card. In some stops it got worse because she fought with the venue security, and when asked on public groups as to how she took her camera in, she just refused to answer as a whole. Feel free to pause to let all that digest for a moment. You good? Well, there's more. She uploaded a statement about what is going on, but her reason for taking pictures isn't true. She was at all stops she knew she wasn't supposed to take pictures in the first place. At Newark, I saw this one girl arguing and screaming at the staff saying that this is a public place and she can take pictures if she wants. I later found out that she was Mia. She knew the rules in the first place, so I don't understand why she thinks she can get away with lying. Now she is selling photo cards and merchandise with the photos she took. Her stalking goes even beyond that. She knew BTS schedules that aren't disclosed to the public and posted it to a BTS Facebook group. Armies got on and confronted BTS by Mia. She's been exposed by fans several times, each time stating she did nothing wrong. She argued that she was in the right. Just today, she was exposed again. Fans got angry and wrote negative reviews on her photography page. She threatened to sue the fan and proceeded to say she did nothing wrong. This was done and said basically 5 hours before she made her apology post. This shows she's not really so for her actions or believes what she did was wrong. She's only sorry that people are finally finding out about what she really did. Another person called BTS by Mia out on her Facebook page. Feel free to pause the video to read that whole fiasco out. Now, BTS by Mia denied all these allegations, and we shouldn't be persuaded by numbers. Feel free to make your own research and come to your own verdict. Personally, my takeaway from this is that BTS by Mia certainly has done something wrong in regards to the airport photographs and schedules. Whether or not she felt remorse like the others are debating about is up to you. But at the end of the day, the account is gone and all we can do is discourage Sasaeng behavior to ensure the boys their safety. And with that ends episode 1 of the Sasaeng archive. That was a wild ride. Hit subscribe if you want to see more, and hit like if you want more. And with that, Detective Jim in T out. BT.
I need 30 seconds break. This is some serious video.
Yeah, it's very
And
serious.
what I can say is, not every army fans can call themselves fans. Like, these people are not fans. If you ask me, all these people who are doing that, that's not like, if you're a fan of someone, you appreciate their work, you appreciate them as a people, you respect them. These people should never call themselves fans or should never say that they love BTS. No. And it's making me angry to see that. And I can imagine if I'm in their shoes and if something like that happened to me, if I'm in the bathroom and, like Jungkook, 2 guys come and take photos, and if I say no photos and they still take them, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to control. I will punch them. Because these people are not fans. These people should never call themselves fans or army, or this is the worst type of any fans. This is the worst type of people. And, I can't accept that. And I feel sorry for them. Not just for them in general, for every celebrity. Especially them because they're young. Dealing with that, And plus, if you want to escape that, you need to have security all the time around you. So can you imagine going to the grocery store? You can't go by yourself. You need to go with five securities. That's no, like, you don't have me time. You don't have time for yourself. You know what I mean? You're always surrounded by people, and please, guys, if you're watching this and if you're really huge fan of BTS, if you call yourself ARMY, don't ever do that. If you have any chance to meet them, see them, be in the same city or being in the same um, area as they are, and if you know that, then don't ever do that.
So for me, this is my take on this. Like, I think there are two types of fans. Like, a fan that supports the music and a fan that is extremely wild, that they cannot control themselves. So there's just this kind of like differentiation, right? So first of all, for those fans that are overly extremely wild that touches them, that's, to me, it's a no, because if the celebrity is already going away and you still wanted to touch them and everything, I think that's probably a problem. It's like being extremely wild. But I think if you just take, let's say, can I have a photo with you, and they said yes, then that's just a cool fan, meaning like it's just an ordinary type of situation. But then if you take a picture of them and sell it outside, then that's what I call taking advantage of the artist, right? Because they don't know you're taking pictures of them. It's like saying, hey, I'm gonna take a video of you without you knowing it, and I'm gonna sell it outside. That's, to me, it's the worst situation that could be done to a person, because the person didn't know. He doesn't have, that artist didn't give a consent for you to take a picture of him while he was on the airport or he was eating or something. Much more when you circulate it in the web and sell it. I think that's the worst. I don't like that. Well, I would understand those fans that are really extremely, like, very passionate. Like, you can't really get away from those. There's really those fans that are gonna be like so wild. But I think the boundaries has to be set. Meaning, if you're really a wild fan, hopefully you don't kind of like make it extreme to the point where you're touching them, or like you're shouting at them and they don't want to be, to meet people. But if you're just there and trying to like shout and everything because you saw them, that's natural. I think that's very natural. If I saw my favorite artist, let's say BTS or Lisa, let's say, I would be shouting, to be honest, if I saw them in front, like, oh my gosh. But of course, I'm gonna set my limit of like not to the fact that they are bothered by it. I think that's
I feel like if you see them, if they're close to you, it's definitely okay to shout out, to be like, hey, Lisa, hey,
yeah, that's very natural.
hey, Sugar. It's fine, because all people are doing that.
Yeah.
And that's totally normal. But crossing the boundaries of like going there, trying to, like, Jungkook, when he was walking in the airport, girls were grabbing his backpack, and it's something that it's if that happened to me, I don't know if I'd be able to control. I mean, I respect them, and I don't know how to do. They probably train.
They are very trained.
Yeah. They have years and years of experience, and I don't know how they feel. But this is because I've seen a lot. I'm gonna say like 10, 15 celebrities when I was in LA, and I was literally next to them.
Yeah. And
I know the moment when you see them. In that moment, personally, for me, you're frozen.
Yeah.
First of all, you can't shout out, you can't say anything, you can't move, because your brain cannot process that the person is right there. It takes you like 5 or 10 seconds to sober up.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, should I come there and ask them for a photo or no? So I actually 2 or 3 times I went there because they were alone or with friends that were chilling, drinking coffee. So I went there and I was like, hey, as soon as they see me, they already know that I'm gonna ask for photos.
Right.
And they're like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, what's up, buddy? Yeah, can I take a photo with you? Sure. I take photo, thank you, and I leave.
Yeah. And keep it to
So
yourself.
I have a couple photos with like really, really famous celebrities, but also I've been around when they were walking next to me.
Right.
But I'm never consider jumping, crossing, touching, screaming. It's something that is not human. It's not polite, and I'm not gonna ruin their privacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really making sure that they you set the boundaries of like what is the line? Like do I need to be like um do I need to take pictures and then put it online and sell it? No, that's not right. You know,
Yeah. I
you
feel like
cannot do that.
you should be grateful in that moment. Even if you see them, if you close to them, be grateful in that moment. Be like, oh my god, I'm looking at them, enjoy the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can't take a photo with them, definitely. If you cannot, just appreciate the fact that you saw them and it's in your memory,
Yeah.
and be grateful for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And just say thank you for the music.
Yeah.
Right? So it's really that's the right time to say thank you for the music because that's where you can see them personally and say thank you. I think if I have to see them, I would just say, "Hey, I love you. Thank you for the music." And if they went and tried to stop, that means they like to stop, right? But if they
Exactly.
went away, oh, okay, that means that means I have to
But
stop.
still, even if they go away, first of all, they encourage you. Second of all, you're probably one of millions
Right?
of armies who had the chance to say something to them.
Yeah.
So thinking about that, oh my God, I'm blessed to have this opportunity to see them and say, hey, I love you guys, I love your music. Even if they don't hear you, you had that moment
Yeah. Yeah.
that millions don't have.
Yes. So yeah. So
Please be nice, be kind, guys. Be nice, be like BTS.
and protect their privacy. I meaning
Definitely.
respect the privacy because they're really human beings too. Like, if you see them with some other people, don't judge them, man. Like they might be with their friends or it must be like a close friend or maybe like someone introduced a person to them that they wanted to meet or something. So a lot of people are very judgmental. If they see some person like with someone, they thought, oh, that person is like, no, it's not.
People
And
forget that they also have friends,
yeah,
family,
they're
cousins, sisters, brothers, sisters, or sisters, friends. Like they have their own like group of people, and it's normal that they. I mean,
yeah,
can be jealous, can
yeah,
bomb any
yeah,
girl or any fan.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, let's not be judgmental of what we see online because it's something that there might be behind the scenes that we don't know, right?
Exactly.
That's all right. Well, thank you so much. At least we've learned something on this one.
Yes,
that
this is really good
yeah,
video.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
haven't reacted to
This
videos
kind
like
of yeah,
this, so I'm really glad that we saw it.
yeah. And yes, please do not forget to
Subscribe and become a Patreon member, guys.
yes, we're uploading or please join us in our journey because we're at episode 5. I think we're gonna post episode 6 soon on the Run BTS and then Bon Voyage. We're at episode 4, so we're completing everything. And also, we got some requests on some of their live performances that normally cannot be reacted to on YouTube. But yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And do
Thank
not forget to write your comment. How do you feel? Meaning, like, what is your take on this? I think I wanted to hear also from them who are already there for 7 years, right? Because we're new. Like, we're only few months baby armies. We're not even like 1 year old. So, but them seeing this all over the years, what is your thought? I think that I would really appreciate to see that any comments you might have. All right. Thank you so much, guys, and
Bye.
take care always. Bye bye.